I hadn't taken the time to figure out how they were doing it. He did. And after it was explained to me, I'm like the biggest James Lindsay fan now in the world. Like I love the guy. He's become a good friend as well. But what the work he's doing is beyond important. And he was just on Joe Rogan.
That's right.
Like last week, I think. I don't remember the exact day. And it already has, well, let's look it up here because Joe Rogan.
Yeah, just,
I think it has
it was
over
like
800,000 views just on YouTube. And YouTube is not where people listen to podcasts. They listen to podcasts on Spotify. 888,000 views right now. And that's on YouTube. I'm told by him that it's going to have over 10 million plays across Apple Podcasts and Spotify, of course. That's getting a message out. And he works his butt off to do that. He does 195 speeches a year right now, which is more than even I did in the height of last year in the campaign. He's a hero. And if you go and listen to him and educate yourself, just all you have to do is when you're driving, and in Alberta we drive a lot, just put on one of his podcasts. He will give you the information you need to understand what's actually happening. And I think that's what we need. And I actually think that's why the truckers were the heroes of Canada, was because they drive around listening to podcasts all the time. And they're probably some of the most educated people in Canada now because they are constantly learning. Right. And that is the beauty of modern technology. We're going through a cultural revolution, not in the bad sense, of our own, which is a revolution from the written word to the spoken word. And you and I are participating in that right now. This is how humans throughout almost all of human history have conveyed knowledge, through conversation, through talking. But for a long time, it was easier to read than to talk. And so the people who were good at reading became the most educated, and a certain kind of analytical thinking became the mode of communicating knowledge. That's done with podcasts, which are much more popular than books have ever been, with things like what you're doing, people getting their voice out. And thank God for Elon Musk, because at least we have one platform that is not censoring us on this. But the future of how we convey knowledge is going to be through long form conversation. Lex Freeman agrees with me on that. Joe Rogan obviously is probably the front.
He's like he's like what do you call it? He's like the prototype.
Yeah, he's the prototype. But the thing is, Joe Rogan is one guy.
Yeah.
There are so many people doing this now, and there's so much information getting out there. I mean, that's what I would say, let's call them the globalists, the elites, the people who want power and control over others, whatever you want to call it. That's what they're truly afraid of. And you see that in Ireland very recently. They passed a law that the police can go into your house and confiscate your computer and your cell phone and look at what you're doing. And Michael Schellenberger, who's a great hero of freedom, is calling for the whole world to stand with the standing up to the tyrants. We just need, if enough of us do that, they're done. There's way, way, way more of us than there are of them. Way more.
If anyone knows anything about the Irish, they're a feisty bunch and they will fight you.
I don't know if you've got
a bunch and they will fight you.
I don't